Regular viewers will know that I often talk about the benefits of wisdom, especially when compared with merely being smart. But smart people can think quickly and respond effectively. Wisdom takes longer. So is there a way that you can respond quickly and insightfully? I think there is. First, avoid the temptation to try to do your thinking while the other person is speaking, because that can end badly when you mishear or misinterpret what they're saying and respond to something that they didn't say and they didn't mean. Don't rush to respond. More haste, less speed. Or, to steal a phrase from the US Navy SEALs via online PM courses member Lala Den, slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. If you use my SCOPE process, you will be able to respond effectively. And SCOPE stands for stop, clarify, options, proceed, evaluate. When you've heard the other person out and listened carefully, stop. Your confidence with the silence will make a good impression and communicate the depth of your thinking. Use that moment to relax and breathe deeply. Asking clarifying questions not only gives you time to think, but it can also give you more information. Clarify facts, distinguish evidence from opinion, and, if you need to, challenge and test shallow thinking. Think through how you could respond and what the impact of each response could be. And there are two choices that you'll need to make. First, in responding, are you going to respond as an expert or as a facilitator? Is this an area where you have deep expertise and can comment authoritatively? Or is this an area where you are better facilitating the process of discovering an answer? Second, knowledge or opinion. Do you have a credible answer? Or do you need to be clear about the limitations of your knowledge? In the absence of sufficient knowledge or facts, then you may be able to offer a suitable opinion, but you do need to be clear what you do not know. To make this valuable, you need to suggest the level of your confidence in the opinion you offer. Make your point clearly and succinctly. To help you, there are a number of simple frameworks that you can use, which I call structured response formats. There are 8 of them in my book, How to Speak So People Listen. One way to articulate your answer in a concise and compelling way is a framework called PPP. This stands for position, pressure, and point of view. State the position, something that everybody recognizes but focuses on what is relevant. Pressure is where you identify what it is that has happened that is significant, and then point of view is where you express your solution, your recommendation, or your insight. You may be as likely to be wrong as you are to be right, so if you carry on proceeding and ignore the fact that people don't seem to be happy with your answer, they look confused, upset, or angry, then you're going to make things worse. Notice how people respond, and if you don't get the response you are hoping for, then stop. Clarify. Figure out what your options are and proceed again. The only way to be right all of the time is to recognize quickly when you're wrong and change your mind. Asking for time to think about something may not seem smart, but it is wise. It's better to give a well thought out response than to make a quick, off the cuff gaffe. And in taking your time to think through an answer, you are signalling not only that you are a deep thinker, but that the questioner has asked you a deep, important, difficult, and complex question. And who asks that kind of question? Smart, intelligent people. Taking your time to answer my question is a real compliment to me and will make the questioner feel good about the question they've asked. You often have to think fast in presentation situations, but maybe there is a colleague there to support you. And if you don't know the answer, maybe you could ask your colleague. But the worst thing you can do is to say, "I'm sorry, I don't know. Over to my colleague." Because what if your colleague isn't ready to respond? The right answer for you to give is to acknowledge that this is a tricky question and one that you do not have the whole answer to. As a result, mention that you will be inviting your colleague to contribute in a moment when you have given your answer. That way you have alerted your colleague to your need for help, and you're giving them time to assess how they'll respond. Indeed, the best thing you can do next is to clarify the question so that if your colleague didn't quite catch it, they can key into what is being asked. Now your colleague is alert to your difficulty and has time to prepare properly to help you out. Thinking fast and responding insightfully doesn't happen by magic. It comes from hard work and experience. Smart people can offer quick answers that are often shallow and sometimes just plain wrong. Wisdom demands that you set aside time for reading, for learning, for discussing, for reflecting, debating, listening, watching, and experiencing. It is with this depth that you acquire the ability to rapidly assess a situation, assess it properly, and find from your deep basket of experience and knowledge the right response to give. Please do smash that like button if you've enjoyed this video. I'll be making loads more great project management content for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of it. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.